Welcome to Pour the Wine. It's Rom-Com Time, where we'll sip some wine and review all things rom-com on the Hallmark Channel. I'm Amy.
And I'm Garry.
And
I'm pouring.
you're pouring. We are getting so close to Countdown to Christmas premiere.
Yes, we are.
We're only, 4 days away?
Yes, and we're getting excited.
We are getting so excited. It's going to be so fun.
Yes.
Mistletoe Murders premieres this Friday.
Oh, my goodness.
You have to watch it if you have not watched it. They're dropping 2 episodes every Friday for season 1. And I believe they're doing the same thing for season 2. And we are excited. We've seen season 1.
Yes.
And we are ready. And then, of course, the weekend will be all new Christmas movies. And we're heading into nonstop Christmas fun.
I know. It's going to be a blur.
It's going to be a blur. But first, we're going to talk about Haul Out the Halloween.
Yes, we are.
Which aired on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday, October 11th, 2025. It is streaming right now on Hallmark Plus.
And we would love it if you would click that follow button on your favorite podcast platform so you don't miss an episode. If you listen on Apple or Spotify, you can also leave us a review. And hopefully it's a positive one.
Fingers crossed for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can also find us on YouTube and all social media.
Or you can send us an email to pourthewineisromcomtime@gmail.com and let us know your thoughts about the 3rd installment of the Haul Out movies.
Yes.
Haul Out the Halloween.
Yes.
Or maybe any of the movies, right? Or anything going on Hallmark related. Ooh, we did see this weekend Lacey Chabert's collection at our local Hallmark store. Yeah. It's really cute. It's adorable.
It's very cute.
Yes. There were ribbons, glasses, and there was a tray at our Hallmark store. I'm sure there are more things. Ornaments, plates, appetizer plates. Yep. So it's really, really cute. Go check it out if you haven't already.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. It was fun to see.
It was fun.
No, it was fun to see.
Yeah, it was fun to see.
Because we've been waiting for it for a minute.
Yes.
I remember her talking about it early on in the year.
Yeah.
And now it's here.
End of last year. Yep.
Yeah. So, tell us, who is in this one?
Who is in this one?
Other than the main
we have the same, we have returning favorites, right? Lacey Chabert, who we just mentioned.
Yeah.
Returns as Emily Melrose Farnsworth. Because she does get married.
Last name change.
Spoiler alert. Who doesn't love her, right? She's known as the Queen of Hallmark for a reason.
Yes, she is.
Celebrations with Lacey Chabert just aired its 2nd season on the Hallmark Channel. Season 1 aired last year on Hallmark Plus. In that unscripted series, which we haven't watched yet, which we probably should, she honors individuals who have had a positive impact on their community.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are tears.
I bet you there
probably, yeah. We last saw her in An Unexpected Valentine during Lovuary 2025. Just a few of her many, many, many Hallmark movies include The Christmas Quest, His and Hers, of course, the first 2 Haul Out movies, Haul Out the Holly Lit Up, A Merry Scottish Christmas, the Wedding Veil movies, Groundswell, Crossword Mysteries, Love, Romance, and Chocolate. And the list goes on and on and on.
Man.
She will be in the Countdown to Christmas 2025 movie She's Making a List with Andrew Walker.
Awesome.
That's going to be cute.
Good.
It airs on Saturday, December 6th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Can't wait for that.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Wes Brown plays Jared Farnsworth, the HOA president. He was in 4 Hallmark movies in 2024, including Holiday Touchdown, A Chief's Love Story, Deck the Walls, Autumn at Apple Hill, and the Love on the Danube movie, Love Song. He shows up, of course, at the end of one of our Hallmark favorites, Biltmore Christmas.
Yes, he does.
And he was in Haul Out the Holly and Haul Out the Holly Lit Up. Try to say that 10 times in a row.
No.
He will be in the Countdown to Christmas 2025 movie, A Newport Christmas, with Gina Claire Mason, who was just in Hats Off to Love.
Right.
We loved her, adore her. That is set to air on Sunday, November 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And the 2 of them are going to be dropping a song. It didn't make it in the movie.
Right.
But they recorded a song.
That's cool.
Pretty cool. I think it drops November 1st, I think is what I heard him say in an interview. So that's pretty cool.
Another thing to look forward to.
Well, and she, of course, was on Broadway as the Good Witch in Wicked. She played Glinda, the Good Witch. So that should be pretty cute. Steven Tobolowsky plays Ned. He's one of the cul-de-sac neighbors.
Love some Ned.
He's been around, of course, forever.
Yep.
And has nearly 300 acting credits. For Hallmark, he was in Haul Out the Holly and Haul Out the Holly Lit Up.
That was good.
And I know we focus mostly on Hallmark work, but I have to mention that he was in one of our favorite comedies, The Goldbergs.
Yes,
for
the
43
principal.
episodes, yeah. And several classic 90s film, including one I just had you watch.
You are correct, and it was really good.
My Father, the Hero. So cute. Go watch it.
He's hilarious.
He's really good in it. Yep. That was 1994.
Wow.
30 years ago. It's been a minute, right? But it's so cute. Katherine Heigl's in it. Gerard Depardieu is in it. It's a cute
It is
movie.
really cute. Go see it.
But Steven was also in Groundhog Day and Thelma and Louise.
All right.
Yeah. Melissa Peterman plays Pamela. She's another one of the neighbors. Her Hallmark work includes Haul Out the Holly and Haul Out the Holly Lit Up, a gingerbread romance, and she will return as a judge in season 2 of Finding Mr. Christmas, which premieres on Monday, October 27th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Looking forward to that one too.
Season 1 was actually on Hallmark Plus and is on Hallmark Plus right now, so you can go watch it. It's really cute.
Yes,
a really
is.
fun unscripted series.
Go watch
it.
It's fun.
And Jonathan Bennett is the host, the hostess with the mostest. He's so great in that.
And I just love how each of the contestants, they're pretty cool dudes.
Yeah,
right?
it was really...
They back each other up.
It was really cool. It was good.
You don't see that too often in a competition.
No. They tend to go more salacious but this is really so cute, so fun. And the guys were great last season. I'm sure they'll be great this season. They have a lot of fun competitions and Jonathan Bennett he's the perfect host for that.
Yes.
His personality and everything. So,
and then you throw in Melissa. Woo.
Oh yeah. And her as a judge, she's so funny naturally anyway. So. Yeah. Ellen Travolta returns as Mary Louise. She's another one of the neighbors in the cul-de-sac. If her name sounds familiar, it's because she is, in fact, John Travolta's sister. Aww. She was in Haul Out the Holly and Haul Out the Holly Lit Up. Laura Wardle plays Belinda. That is Jared's mom. This is her 8th acting credit. And for Hallmark, she was in the first 2 Haul Out movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool. Walter Platz plays Bob. He is Mary Louise's husband.
Bob. You got love Bob.
For Hallmark, his work includes both Haul Out movies. He was in Switched for Christmas, My Summer Prince, and I'm Not Ready for Christmas.
Who's not ready for Christmas?
Well, sometimes we're not. We love the holiday season, but
it sneaks up
on us.
Yes, it does.
Even though we celebrate it practically all year long.
Right.
Kimberly J. Brown plays the new neighbor, Luna. For Hallmark, she was in the Lacey, Chabert, and Brennan Elliott-led crossword mysteries, Proposing Murder. She is largely known for her role as Marnie Piper in the 3 Disney Halloween Town movies.
Oh, okay.
So people were pretty excited about that. Yeah.
Right.
Daniel Koontz plays Luna's husband, Marvin. This is his Hallmark premiere. He was in Halloween Town 2 with Kimberly.
Oh, wow.
So they come pretty cool. Yeah. Some of his other work includes episodes of American Dreams, ER, and Jag. Peter Jacobson returns as Albert. That's Emily's dad. His other Hallmark work includes Haul Out the Holly and Haul Out the Holly Lit Up and A Cozy Christmas Inn. He will be in the upcoming Countdown to Christmas 2025 movie, Christmas on Duty with Janelle Parrish. It airs on Saturday, November 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And of course, fans of House, which we were.
Yes, we were.
Know him for his portrayal of Dr. Christmas. Dr. Christmas.
Awesome.
You can tell where my brain is, right? It's on Christmas. Dr. Chris Taub in 98 episodes of that series.
Wow. 98 episodes.
Carrie Morgan plays Gail, Emily's mom. She was in the first 2 Haul Out the Holly movies, and she was in the Hallmark movie Holly and Ivy.
Oh, okay.
Eliza Hayes Maher. I'll have to figure out how to say that, yeah. Returns as Jessica, Emily's best friend. Her Hallmark work includes the 2 Haul Out movies. Mm-hmm. She was in Hidden Gems, taking the reins, and she will be in a Grand Ole Opry Christmas during Countdown to Christmas this year in 2025, and that stars Nikki DeLoach and Christopher Palaha.
Oh.
That airs on November 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Man, we got all our favorites coming out.
I know.
With these movies.
Which leads us, Christopher was not in this one.
No, he
A
wasn't.
little disappointing. I would like to have seen him again.
Yeah. He was mentioned.
Maybe next time. Maybe
Yeah.
next one.
Neither was
Eric Mabius.
yeah.
No.
No, he wasn't in this one either.
Ashley Whelan plays Ashlyn, a former neighbor and childhood friend of Emily's. This is her Hallmark premiere. Most of her work so far includes several shorts and music videos.
Okay.
Lori Harrop Purser plays Grandma Melrose. For Hallmark, she was in Christmas Tree Lane and Love, Fall, and Order.
Man. And is that it for the list?
That's a wrap.
All right.
What you
All
got?
Up the Halloween was directed by McLean Nelson. McLean has directed several Hallmark movies, including Haul Out the Holly Lit Up, Home Turf, The Magic of Lemon Drops, Branching Out, A Heidelberg Holiday, and Christmas in Vienna. He also co-wrote the teleplay of Haul Out the Halloween with Christopher Say. Wow.
Christopher what? That was like one long... Catch your breath.
I know, right? The teleplay was by McLean for Hallmark. He also has writing credits for Return to Office, A Heidelberg Holiday, and A Nashville Legacy.
So he helped write a lot of what he directed.
Yes.
Right?
Isn't that
pretty
crazy?
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Kind of gets confusing when you're reading this because you're like, did I just read that? No.
Right,
he was the director,
No,
not
he was the
writer.
director
No,
for it.
no,
Right,
he's the
right.
writer. Ooh, who's on first? No, they're on third.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Christopher, he also wrote Christmas on Call, Haul Out the Holly Lit Up, You're Baking Me Crazy, and It's Christmas Carol.
Yeah, it's Christmas, Carol.
I know. Love that one.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Andy Samberg gets a writer's credit here for creating the characters. His Hallmark writing credits include Haul Out the Holly and 5 More Minutes. He also has a writing credit for creating the story for the second 5 More Minutes movie.
Right, so I guess he wrote the
Like
first one and then...
These.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's it for those guys. And
That's it for those guys for now.
For now.
Until they write the next one.
Yes. So shall we drop the synopsis?
Sure, we can go there.
Ooh.
New Halloween-obsessed neighbors inspire residents of Evergreen Lane to haul out their spookiest costumes and decor to become Everscream Lane.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun.
That was a good name for it.
Yes.
I really
agree.
enjoyed it. And as you know, we do drop spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie yet, please pause our podcast, go watch the movie, come back and let us know what you think.
Or you can listen to our review and then go watch it.
Yes.
And then come back and rate our review.
That's right. That is correct.
Let us know.
Please do. Let's dive into this because I want to know what you thought.
You want to know. You're dying to know,
Yes.
right? So we don't talk about it.
Dying to know.
Oh, boy. Okay. Take a sip of wine. I thought it was great. I loved it. The cul-de-sac crew is my absolute favorite.
Yes.
I thought I loved that they stayed true to the characters and the storyline. We got lots of shout outs and nods to the other movies, which I thought was great. They followed through on some themes. And there were also a lot of shout outs to just movies in general and characters in general, which I love.
Yeah.
So
I
that
agree.
says a lot about, I'm sure, the writer and his love of entertainment.
Yeah.
And things. So, I did think that things were a little toned down. It was a slightly less funny. It was still great. I mean, I loved it. And I'm probably, I'm going to rate it really high. I'm just spoiler alert. But I just felt like there was a slightly different tone to this one. I felt like.
I agree with you 100%.
Right. And then, Wes Brown just kills me. He's so good as Jared. His expressions, the things that he says, and then we see that he's, he's over the top in his real life, not just with the HOA.
Right.
There are some things that happen during the movie. So I thought that was so great. And the same is true for the rest of the group. You have Melissa Peterman, who's so great as Pam, her delivery of her one-liners throughout the whole thing. Steven Tobolowsky, who we just talked about as Ned, he's the nerdy scientific guy, and then Mary Louise, who's 80 years old but rapping. I mean, I just thought it all works so good. Great casting, and I learned what yard yelping is.
Yeah,
I'd never heard that term before. Had you?
No, I never did.
No,
never heard it in my life.
What is yard yelping?
Maybe we don't get out and trick.
We're not hip. I don't know.
Yeah, back in the day, I never heard that, and I love to go to haunted houses
and stuff. Yeah,
and walk through people's makeshift spooky houses in their garage
or their yards. They have something set up where someone jumps out.
So I'm assuming it's when you get scared and you yelp.
Well, it's yeah. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So what about you? What do you think?
I loved that Hallmark made this Halloween movie.
Yes, that it was a Halloween movie too.
And we got. It's interesting because Halloween is becoming a lot like Christmas in that yard decorations.
Oh yeah,
I mean they're getting more and more extravagant every year. I mean, we've been to two of the local hardware stores.
Yes,
and my gosh, these things are
stuff
getting
that they have
15 feet tall. I mean, they're long, they're spooky, they're scary. I love it.
I have a former coworker, a friend of mine. Her husband loves Halloween,
right?
Like loves Halloween, and they have to start decorating like a month before.
Hey,
that's
their
Christmas.
Like us in Christmas.
Yeah. So because it takes them that long to set everything up, and I mean, people from all around go by their house. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually.
I love seeing decorations. I love when the neighborhood gets together and they all decorate. Loved it. I love the ugly sweaters. The Halloween.
Yes, the Halloween or just sweat. Yeah, I mean,
the sweaters.
Yeah, they're
awesome. But yeah, overall, I really loved it. So,
what's your first favorite scene? What you got? Let's talk about favorite scenes.
Okay, it was actually a multiple scenes. It was Ned and Belinda and their terms of endearments toward each other.
Oh yes, throughout
so cute. I mean, the boo, the
deer. He called her deer, right at the beginning at the wedding.
Right. He called her deer. Watch my six. She says crullers.
Watch my six
instead of crawlers, and
because that's what
and Pamela kind of. What did you say? She said crawlers. So you get these hints that they're kind of liking each other, but you're not sure. And he's like, you boo me right out of my socks or something like that. So that was one of my favorite scenes.
Cute. Yeah, they were cute.
What about you?
I liked the scene where Jared and Emily return home from their honeymoon. And P.S., by the way, I like that they did the wedding at the beginning.
Right.
And they got it out of the way. And the whole movie wasn't about building up to the wedding.
Right.
I thought that was a really great way to handle that. Because, I mean, everybody wants to see it, but it's about the cul-de-sac crew. And I mean, it's about them, but it's also about the group. And I just thought they handled that really, really well, smartly. And I did at first question why they were doing it in the fall, but it was beautiful.
It was very beautiful. Gorgeous with the mountain in the background.
But then, but then it was answered quickly why they didn't do it on Christmas. So I thought that was cool because I'm like, they have to answer that because their whole thing is Christmas, right? So I just love that. But they get home from their honeymoon and he's going to carry her over the threshold and he drops her. And the funny part to me is she's like, Jared, and you can't see her, but you hear her calling to him. I just thought that was so, because he has seen the neighbor's yard and it's all decked out in Halloween. And their neighborhood really doesn't do that for reasons that they get into later
on in the movie.
The movie. But and that kind of leads into the part where they walk over to the neighbor's house, right? And he pulls out his clipboard and she's like, you brought the clipboard on our honeymoon? Because they haven't even gone inside yet, So he pulls it out and it says Evergreen Lane HOA or whatever, which I thought was funny. So they go up to the door and then the new neighbors answer and they invite them in. And I love how Emily is like, yeah, I'd love to come in. No, I'm not. Because Jared's like, no, we're not going in. She goes, no, I don't want to come in. It's just so funny. The way they played that was really, really great. So I loved that. That would be one for me.
Awesome.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, another one was when Pamela and Helen yard yelped Jarrett.
Yes.
With the clowns.
So Pamela's daughter, right?
and Helen was so funny because when Jarrett falls on the ground, she comes up to me and says, you got yard yelped hard. And she
She's
gives
like
a
her
hand
mom.
to help
Yep.
her. And then she says she was sorry to Jared. And, and
Yes.
Pamela's like, you don't say sorry for a good
She said, you never apologize for a good
prank or something like that.
That was funny.
That was another good one.
It was so
me.
good. Yes.
And then,
so good.
but that leads into when Helen goes, what did she say? Hey, it looks like Belinda and Ned are trying to prank you too.
Oh,
and Jared
that's where
finally
right.
sees what's going on or what has been going on with him and Ned and his mom Belinda, and he says, "I see Ned people."
Yep. That was one of the shout outs to another movie, right? They kind of the Sixth Sense, right? I see dead people.
That was great.
Yeah, that was great. That's what I'm talking about. They kind of the way they wove those lines in and stuff, but that was a funny.
That was
right
really
because
funny.
he has a flashback of all their moments together, and he realizes he's missed that they're actually. Maybe together. Yeah,
it's pretty good. He missed. He just didn't put two and two together.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
I liked when Jared and Emily appear after a smoke bomb. They're having the HO or they're having the meeting, right, of the board or HO or whatever. And they kind of appear after a smoke bomb, and it ends up kind of bombing literally, and they end up all coughing. And, right. And then they look so good. They look so good. And even he's like, I'm not sure why I'm here except looking fly in this suit. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
He just killed me. And then they present their ideas of what they're going to do in the cul-de-sac, right? They're going to have like the cookie contest and, Pamela gets all excited. They're going to do a costume contest.
Right, the pumpkin painting.
And then Ned wants to carve real pumpkins, not just, I just thought it all just really, really worked. And then Jared, he's most excited to talk about what the competition.
Right.
Was it for the costume competition?
Right, the costume.
So he has like a mic and it's like, ladies and gentlemen, and his voice gets
like
deep. I thought it was so
scary
funny.
Person. Yeah.
That was so funny.
And then he just talks normal and it sounds
still
even funnier.
Sounds even funnier. Yeah. So good. So that was another one. Yeah. What about you? Any more?
I loved when so Ned finds out and he goes in and he has a talk with his mom at a local tea store. And I loved how as they're talking and he kind of, he's okay with her dating Ned. He lifts up his tea glass with his pinky out. And as he's doing that, the scene switches to Ned with a beer and he's putting it down and Jared is talking to him like he talked to his mom. The way they
transitioned from the one season.
From one to the other.
From one scene
to the other. I thought it was done really well. And it was funny because Ned is like, I'll try, but I'm not going to promise. Because I think he called her. What did he say about his mom? She was, I can't remember.
I forget what he said.
But he's like, I'll try.
Well, he says,
but I can't promise.
Never use nymph and my mom.
That's what it was. That's what it was. He's like, I'll try, but I'm not going to
promise. Well, before that, I had that as one of my favorite scenes too, when Jared and his mom are talking, and he's like, "So are you guys in?" Like he can't even say it. He can't even say item, right? Like that's what I said. He's so good in that character.
Yes.
Because he's like, I don't even want to say it. And then she calls Ned like a Rizzler.
A Rizzler, yeah.
A Rizzler. And he's like, don't ever call Ned a Rizzler again. Like he can handle some of it. Apology. But so that just worked. The scene between him and his mom. Mm-hmm. And then he comes around, which is great, because he's like, I didn't like the guy first, but I love the guy, and he's.
Yeah, and he was like, because he said, you want to play some pool? And Ned goes, I'll play billiards. He goes, you can call it whatever you want. I'm still going to beat you.
Right. Those, so both those.
So that was a cute little scene.
I had that. I had those also kind of, I had his mom and the Ned scenes with Jared. So that really worked. And then my final one would be, well, I have a couple, but the cookie contest.
Oh, my goodness.
Right. So Emily... Again, spoiler alert.
Yes.
Emily wins the cookie contest and Pam just passes right out, right? She falls face first. But the best part of that is when she wakes up, right, in her bed and all the neighbors are there.
Right.
And she's like, I had a dream and you were there. And you were there, and you were there, and you instantly think of Wizard of Oz, right? So there's that's a huge, that whole scene was a shout out to Wizard of Oz, which I I love the writing like that because we're big, I'm a big entertainment.
You're a very big entertainer.
Buff and just things, so that whole scene. And then you have Ned in the window, which is just like the Wizard of Oz with somebody leaning in the window. And it was so, so good, and that's when Pam apologizes to the group and then she's like, there's no place like home, and I'm like, okay, now that's definitely the Wizard of Oz. If you didn't know before that, you definitely know right now that's what they're doing.
It's like, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I mean, the shout out to the movies and I loved that scene.
Yeah, that was my last favorite scene. But I do want to give a shout out to Mary Louise and her rap.
Yes.
She
and Bob, right?
Right. They talked about it in Lit Up. Haul Out the Hollies Lit Up.
Yes.
Remember, because she thought they were talking about rapping.
Right.
And they finally threw it in this one, and her and Bob did an excellent job.
Well, didn't she rapped a little bit in Haul Out the Holly Lit Up, right?
She just did that one little line.
Right.
But there was no music. This one had music, and they were all getting down.
It was a whole performance, and the whole, the costumes of it all. And, I was talking about Wes Brown earlier, and he was saying that their costume designer made all those costumes. There were no store-bought.
Wow.
Like they were made for each of them. Yeah. Man. I mean, look at Pam and her daughter Helen were like the Shining twins, another movie shout out,
good.
And they did they even did
good. The head tilt.
Yes, they did. It was so good.
I was waiting for him to go, Red Rum.
There were so many, and I guess now, there was a You're Killing Me Smalls shout out too, and that's from The Sandlot. That's not super scary, but I think the kids get scared. Right, from the neighbor's yard. But
yes, it was very, very well done.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yes.
So, do you have any cheers?
I have all kinds of cheers.
Let's hear them.
I talked about it earlier, the cul-de-sac crew. Yeah. I just think it's such great casting. And what they have, the way each character is so good. And the way they all come together, I just love. I just love. I love Emily and Jared together because he's, usually it's the female who's over he's the guy who's just over the top emotionally and about everything. And she's more of the calm, usually the relaxed one. I love that. Yeah. I talked about Melissa Peterman earlier and Steven. I mean, they're all just the casting is so good and so fun.
Right.
They have to have so much fun when they film these.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I mean,
I'd love to see some of those clips.
What about you? Cheer? Big cheer?
Yes. I just love the whole Halloween.
Yeah.
Just everything.
Yes.
The sweaters, the costumes, the decorations. And the fact that Jared gets accepted to Santa Academy.
Yes, at the end. Shout out.
So they had to throw that in there at the end, and I thought that was really cute.
Yeah, no, and that's a shout out to the last movie, right? To Lit Up, because the Johnsons, the Jolly Johnsons,
which I was sad they weren't in this one.
I know. But
I think talking about what you said at the beginning of the podcast, where it didn't feel as I don't know, hyped up, but the Jolly Johnsons, they were like in it. It seemed like the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
I felt kind of bad with Marvin and Luna. I didn't feel like they were in it as much as the Jolly Johnsons.
Well, I kind of liked that they weren't competitive with the rest of the neighborhood. And I liked that they had them come in and kind of shine a light on something else the cul-de-sac could be doing. And like I said, there was a reason they stopped, celebrating.
Charity.
So, there was a reason why the neighbor stopped, because Lacey Chabert got so scared, and that one, Emily
that
got
was one
so
of my
scared.
other cheers too.
So I thought that having them come in and not being like instant enemies with the cul-de-sac was great.
Yes.
And they kind of embraced them, and they
welcomed them in.
Right. There was no, and probably because it wasn't Christmas, there was no big competition, but it really worked.
Yeah, it did. It did for me. So any more cheers?
I talked about it, the acknowledgments of things from the previous films, like, Jared brings up the Polaroid picture again, and we see that the grandma's the one who took it. Right. I thought that was a cool thing. we hear right away that the Jolly Johnsons don't live there.
Right.
They throw the Nickelback in there. You mentioned the curlers versus crawlers. Crullers versus crawlers. I can't even say that. I thought that was good, that's an ongoing, continuing kind of joke and banter between Pam and Ned.
Yep.
You brought up the Santa Academy because that was in the last one. Pam talks about her doctorate in arts and crafts, which she talked about.
Is so funny. She is really good in this.
And then when Jared asked Ned when he started to like his mom, and Ned said it was 2 Christmases ago, the night you first took the throne in Santa's village, and that's a shout out. I remember when so I loved it. I thought it was so good. I loved Pam's skeleton hands.
The berets.
Her berets. Her berets. Her berets.
Those were cute.
I thought those were really cute. I love that they put the name of the movie on the moving truck when the new neighbors moved in.
Yes, it was just like lit up. Haul out the hallway lit up because they came with
But did they have it on the truck?
Yeah,
the name of the
had
movie? I hadn't remembered that. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It just all really, really, really worked and fun for a fall, a true like Halloween movie.
And you noticed something that one of the sweaters Pam was wearing, it had ribbons on it. And, and you were like, I wonder if that's
Lacey Chabert, right? Because her design is ribbons. What we noticed on what we saw at Hallmark,
right,
it was
I can't remember the name of the flower, but
ribbons and poinsettia. Maybe I don't remember for sure, but
and you noticed that.
Yeah, there were ribbons on Pam's Halloween sweater, right? So we wondered if that was sort of a nod. I don't know. Maybe we'll not, or maybe we will. Maybe
Any more chairs?
Nope, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah,
right.
that'll do.
What about jeers? Did you have any jeers?
The only jeer would be the whipped cream.
Yeah.
So there's a scene where Jared and Emily and Emily's parents are talking and they all have hot chocolate or whatever.
Right.
The whipped cream never moves.
No.
Never moves. No. And you noticed something else, didn't you, in that? There was something else that,
it looked like his dad or her dad's whipped cream went down and then came back up. I know his cinnamon stick moved from one side to the other.
Did it really? Okay, yeah.
So, but that's okay.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That would be my only my only jeer.
My only jeer would have been that I wish Marvin and Luna were a little bit more in it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I loved how they made them. They were agreeable. They gave suggestions. They weren't over the top. It's
and like you said, the charity. They brought up the charity work that they did.
I thought they did a really good job though.
Yeah.
And I loved the alley where they each did a scene, the haunted alley. Because Ned and Belinda did a scene.
Yes. And they did that. That's right.
Yes. And then
because he had the coffin and the Dracula. They were, and then. Yeah, and then it was really cute at the end with Jared and Emily with the sailor, and then that was really cute.
A New York moment almost.
And he came out as Chatty Kruger, or like Nickelback or something. I don't know.
It was really good.
It was cute.
All right, so what was your tinsel top moment?
We don't have one. I know it's not a tinsel top moment.
What's your spooky moment?
No, I don't know that I could. Well, we couldn't call it a spooky moment because it's not really scary. Yeah. But
see, I'm thinking.
I know you're thinking Christmas tinsel top.
They screw my brain.
I don't know. I just loved it all. If I had to pick a favorite moment, it would be the cookie contest and when Pam wakes up, and they're all around her bedside, and it's like the Wizard of Oz. I thought that was like Chef's Kiss to Wizard of Oz, and
very good.
Yeah, I thought that was. What about you?
I think just when Lacey, gets with her friend
Emily, you mean when Emily gets with her?
Yeah, and she talks about, she was sorry of how the neighborhood treated her and her family.
Oh, her old neighbor, the news reporter. Right, Ashlyn.
And then she actually wrote a book with the characters in it.
That's right. Yeah, we didn't mention that.
And I thought that was very, very good. Very well done, and I appreciate the fact that because it was funny because everybody else was apologizing and doing their thing, and she was the last one to have to do it, and she ended up doing it, and she got a book out of it.
What do you mean everyone was apologizing?
Like Jared apologized because he smashed the pumpkin.
Oh, that's right.
So he had to apologize to the 3.
Yeah, the
whatever they call it.
Attributive or something.
Yeah.
I can't.
And then he had to apologize to his mom and Ned. And I just thought it was really good. So that was it for me.
Triumvirate or something.
Something like that.
Triumvirate. Yeah. Triumvirate of truth.
Yes.
The 3.
And it was very funny.
Yeah. So out of 5 pumpkins, how many pumpkins would you give it?
I'm going to give this one a 4.5.
Ooh, 4.5.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I would go a solid 4. I thought it was really cute, really
cute.
fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed these movies. I hope we get more.
I do too.
I really hope we do.
Maybe the next one's going to be in Santa Academy.
Oh, maybe that would be cool. In Norway, right? Is that where he's headed?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Man, it will be. So is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Well, if you really, really like the show, we would really, really appreciate your positive review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And if you didn't really, really like the show, we still appreciate your positive review.
Pretty please. Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and on social media so you don't miss a thing. Until next time,
Cheers.